Hey Scorpio, welcome, welcome. All right, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. I've got a couple new decks. I'm going to use these fortune cards here. I'm going to let the universe pick one to just sort of set the tone for this read. And then all the other cards will kind of help to build that story for us, build that message that the universe feels like she needs to give to you today. So universe, what is the energy going to be for this read for Scorpio today? Oh, and there we go. She's eager to get going. So let's see what she's got for you guys. So we have Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So I feel like we're talking about maybe a healing time, maybe a transitional time, but definitely a time of personal, maybe even spiritual growth, which why I say healing is usually a lot of the time that growth does come from healing, from situations in our life. So universe, if you can just keep expanding on this read for Scorpio. We'll add to this Dragonfly card, to this energy. Make sure that they get your message for today. So what else do you have for Scorpio here? Let's clarify this Dragonfly card. What's going on in Scorpio's life right now? Oh, there we go. I feel like those guys want to come out too. So let's see what we got here. So I have a great and full, so definitely being grateful for all the wonderful things in your life and being able to recognize them. Take time to do that. A merry motive. The Oracle's gift, I feel like that speaks to your intuition, your spiritual side, spiritual growth of the land between. And awakening genius. So I feel like this is definitely a transitional time for you. Moving from one chapter to the next one. I feel like that's what the land between is speaking to. Sort of an in-between time, in between one time in your life and another one. But I feel like within this is where you're going to find some clarity and some inspiration for your new journey, and being able to recognize all the beautiful, wonderful things around you is going to play a big part in that as well. I have Wish Upon a Star, Time Machine, Broken Open, Body and Soul, and Smoke and Mirrors. Smoke and Mirrors is all about truth, uncovering truths, inner truth, seeing truth around you. That Time Machine tends to represent learning lessons from your past. So again, I feel like we're speaking about growth as well. That Broken Open, this is a time where your emotions are raw. And healing, I feel like that Body and Soul is speaking to taking time to feed your soul and to care for yourself, to do things that help to recharge your batteries and bring healing back into your life. I feel like that Wish Upon a Star is speaking to this new future that you can have, that you can build for yourself. I feel like your intuition, your spiritual side is going to tie into that as well. So I have the Seven of Swords, which speaks to a situation which you felt was unfair. Something was taken from you unfairly, without guilt. I feel like it might speak to the catalyst or the trigger for this change in your life, this transition. The Hierophant represents a higher learning. I feel like it's tying in to this Oracle's gift card. It's tying into a wisdom. It's tying into an insight, a deeper learning, a deeper wisdom. The Nine of Cups does represent abundance, and cups tends to speak to emotion. So I feel like it's speaking to happiness. It's speaking for the potential of healing and finding a bigger, better, and brighter future. The Nine of Pentacles represents abundance and happiness as well. And I have the Queen of Cups here. And cups, again, represents emotions. So to me, she embodies all the positive aspects of that. So emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, inner peace. I feel like it's tied into this Great and Full card as well. And taking time to appreciate the good things in your life. Sort of a change of perspective. Instead of sort of focusing on the crap in the Seven of Swords. And maybe the stress or heartbreak of change or transition in your life, to be able to take a step back and see all the beautiful, wonderful things that you do have in your life and appreciate them. I feel like it's also speaking to yourself too, and I feel like that's what that smoke and mirrors is tying into. I feel like it's speaking to recognizing all the beautiful, wonderful things within yourself. I have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles can speak of penny pinching, of holding back. I don't know if you're going through a rough time financially, if we're going to be talking about finances. I feel like this Four of Pentacles might tie into the Seven of Swords too, and something being taken from you unfairly. The Eight of Pentacles represents learning. To me, it's speaking of learning from the past. It's tying into the time machine, learning a lesson from the past. But I feel like it's also speaking to learning about yourself as well. And it's tying into the smoke and mirrors. And being able to really see what a beautiful, wonderful person you are and how capable you are. The Seven of Cups represents options, weighing your options carefully, choosing wisely. I feel like it's, at least in part here, speaking to attitude and perspective. And choosing, I feel like choosing a new perspective is going to help you to go through the world in a new way. I feel like it's also going to help you with healing as well. The Eight of Wands speaks of swift change. So I feel like there is change coming for you in your life, that this transitional period, there's something coming. The High Priestess represents your intuition. So definitely tie into that spiritual side of you. I see spiritual growth in here, but I also feel like, it's going to play a part in you choosing your future and you shaping this transitional period, this new life. So I feel like there's a duality to it, and I feel like the more you use it, the stronger it's going to grow, and the more it's going to help you going forward in the future. I have the Justice card. To me, she's tying into this situation of unfairness. I feel like it's something to do with court. But I'm not seeing divorce here. I'm not seeing relationship cards, but I do have that body and soul. So I almost wonder if there was some kind of injury that caused a court case. Something that you're healing from as well. So you are physically healing your body as well. I have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords can speak to feeling stuck or trapped in negative emotions or thoughts, so much so that you have trouble finding clarity. Sometimes it speaks to a confusion. It can speak to fear. I feel like it's also speaking to this transitional period and feeling stuck in limbo, not sure what's coming down the pipe. It might even speak to a healing process and feeling sort of stuck or trapped in that. It also speaks to, when you are feeling this way, taking a step back from your situation and looking at things in a new light to be able to find a new perspective. So, because I feel like that's a huge part of these cards here, is a new perspective. I have the Knight of Wands, which represents working towards a goal over time. So I feel like this has actually been going on for a long time. Like maybe you've even been fighting in court for a long time. I'm not sure if it would be the injury taking that long to heal or to get treatment as well. But definitely you've been feeling these emotions for quite a while. The Four of Cups represents emotional withdrawal. And I feel like this is actually a result of the stress as well, that you've almost sort of gone within yourself and shut down sort of emotionally, maybe some parts of you, some parts of your heart, to try and save yourself from the stress. But I feel like now is a time for healing, for feeding your soul, for healing your soul, your heart, your mind, and your body. The Seven of Pentacles represents an abundant harvest. So not just the abundance of the harvest, but of the groundwork that has to get put in to attain the abundant harvest. And I feel like there's a duality also to the groundwork. I feel like it's speaking to this court case over time. The time that's been put into this to try and rectify this unfair situation and obtain some sort of justice from it. But I also feel like it's speaking to this healing process for you, because I feel like your abundant harvest, there also is a duality to that as well. I feel like it speaks to coming from the courts, whether it's money or some type of settlement, but I also feel like it speaks to you from within, in your heart, your mind, your soul, and your body, healing your body. I feel like there are many aspects to this abundant harvest, and that's why the groundwork is also from a couple of different perspectives as well. I have the Temperance card, and the Temperance card represents a balance between emotion and logic. I feel like this is also going to play a big part in your change of perspective and being able to balance your emotions, and the negative emotions. So maybe the disappointment, maybe there's resentment, there's hurt, maybe fear or anger as well. And being able to step back from that and look at things differently from a more logical point of view, seeing all the positive things that you have in your life, all the positive changes, focusing on positivity, on healing, and allowing the rest of it, this Justice card in the courts, to work itself out in the meantime, and not hanging on to the negative emotions for it, because the negative emotions, I feel like, are going to hold you back from actually healing. I do have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands represents change coming. So again, it's tying into that Eight of Wands, this swift change that's coming into your life. The Knight of Cups represents an emotional victory. And in the Six of Pentacles, I see wealth, I see abundance. And the Magician card represents having all the tools that you need to be successful in life. And I feel like it's speaking to collecting them through this journey. I feel like the Pentacle in it is speaking to money, the money that's going to be coming from the court. But I feel like the Wands, that passion for life, that drive, that ambition, the Cups, your emotional side, your heart and your soul, the Swords, that logical side of you. I feel like those parts are going to tie in to how you choose to heal and go through life. So being able to take that time to care for yourself, and reflect, be grateful for the things that you have in your life, and find that new perspective. I think that's what the Magician card is speaking to, because all of it together, all of it combined, that's where you're going to find your success in life. Yeah, you've been fighting for a while for this. I got the Five of Wands, which represents conflict. And I have it next to the Five of Pentacles, which speaks of going through a rough time financially. So this has definitely been hard on you financially, this fight that you've been in. But I have the Ten of Pentacles, which represents wealth. I have it sitting next to the Death card, which speaks of transition. So closing the door on one chapter of your life and beginning a new one. So I believe that you're closing the door on this fight, on this financial burden, and opening the door to the wealth. Now, as to whether it opens the door to healing your heart, your mind, your soul, that I feel is entirely up to you. I have the Two of Cups here, and the Two of Cups represents relationships. But I still don't feel a romance. Like, I don't feel this court is connected to romance at all. I feel like in this Two of Cups, I see happiness, I see fulfillment, I see like the Queen of Cups, all those positive emotional things that come along with healing. I have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card represents introspection. So again, that reflection, that time for soul searching to find insight. And I have two Kings here, and I feel like they're speaking to two different sides of you as well. The King of Wands, I feel like it speaks to the negative emotion. So I feel anger and I feel resentment coming from him. I feel like it's tied into this court case. And I have the Strength card between them. The Strength card represents the inner strength that it's going to take you, I feel, to change your perspective, because I don't feel like that will be easy, especially since you've been feeling this way for a long time. I feel like it's going to take some effort to really change the way that you're looking at the world, the way that you're going through the world as well. But I feel like you're quite capable of it, because I do have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is all about wealth, success, and happiness and generosity. I see all the positive things in him that you're going to gain from being able to take this healing journey, and then having this 10 of Pentacles, this wealth, come your way from the court case as well. So I definitely see that chance for overall success in your future, that the money, the healing, the happiness, healing your heart, your mind, your soul, all of those things I see in these cards. So definitely have hope, and take time to look after yourself and do what you need to do to put yourself in the right mindset for when this change comes quite quickly with the money, so that you can move forward and begin your new life. Alrighty guys, that's what the cards said to me. I hope that you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to comment if it resonated with you. I would love to hear about it. Take care.